Hello and welcome. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. This is episode 64 of Let's Play the Prince and the Thane Mod for Crusader Kings 2. And where we left off last, my father had been very ambitious and was attacking all of the world. And now I am in the middle of a succession crisis because my father died at the very young age of 38. Fortunately, I am English. I'm a poor fighter like he was. One level down on my education, which is part of the problem. I've got minus 10 here. I'm slothful, minus 15. Humble, though. Patient. Lustful. I do have the wealthy ruler bonus, at least, but being ignorant from having less than 5 or fewer personal learning is not good. I'm perceived as being weak because of a number of other things. I don't have any decent... you need to have at least one trait or one attribute that's decent to not be considered weak. I think it's diplomacy, stewardship, or martial. And I'm incompetent from my very low martial score. We've also lost the support, I believe, of the Kaiser. Nope, he's still supporting the wars, but I don't know if I'm actually still allied with him anymore. But I need to wrap one or two of these wars up before the independence revolt happens. It's almost guaranteed to happen, I think. Support for the independence is hovering at around 50%. Hey, the accident. I did not inherit a claim, okay. But I have inherited Prince Henry. Inherited the Earldom of York and the Barony of York. So I did not, so they've managed to kill the accident. That's good. I only gained one title, which is Teviotdale. I actually wouldn't mind if I died right now, to be honest, because if I died right now... Oh God, we gotta get rid of this imbecile. Come on, somebody help me kill the little brat. I mean, he's just... I don't want to lose another title to an imbecile 0-year-old boy. I wouldn't even... If I get the Kinslayer trait, oh well. I mean, the realm's going to implode soon anyway. This is about the future. One thing I think you always have to remember when you're playing in Crusader Kings 2 is that you do not play the character, you play the dynasty. It's not about this character, it's about the future of England. It's about the future of our family. This character, yeah, I want him to do well, but he's not that good. Like, I should, ideally, our dynasty, I should be playing as this guy. If this guy were in charge, then there'd be no problem with stability of England right now. He's brave, he's tall, and people would probably like that. He's got brilliant strategist. I mean, it's just, he should be in charge, not me. In fact, you know what I should probably do is, let's see if I can even really... If I murdered Gilbert and then got rid of Edmund, then I could just abdicate the throne. Right now, Henry is the designated heir. Prince Edmund is the designated heir, so we'd lose land to these two. It'd go through Gavelkind succession down to those two. If I get rid of them, then I could then designate and give to Prince Henry, and I could play as him. So let's try that. Let's try that path. You know, think about it like this. If it bothers you with the role play or something, think about it like you and your brother get together behind closed doors and you talk. And, you know, for the sake of the family, he says to you that we're going to lose all of the holdings of our family's conquests if you don't abdicate. Like, we need to work together on this. Alright, so we've captured a shaman. I mean, it makes sense to me, at least. Let's get a little bit of money, see if we can... Probably need some of that for more bribes. We did increase the size of our domain, so we gained some stewardship. Let's see if we can pick another ambition. We could try to increase it again for a tiny bit of prestige. But I think, more importantly, this would be pretty easy to satisfy. It'd be a tiny bit of prestige. But more importantly is, to me, I think getting the learning score up so I can get rid of ignorant ruler. So I'm going to try to improve learning. Got a decent amount of money again. Yeah. I also lost the weak claim on France with my previous character dying, which is sad. Very, very sad indeed. Oh God, my wife is terrible. She's just terrible. How did that... I didn't pay very much attention to this character because I really didn't think I'd be playing as him. We need to get rid of this woman. She doesn't even like me. And the Pope doesn't like me. That's not good. Why do you not like me? I am an underhanded rogue, poor fighter, slothful, weak ruler, ignorant ruler, and I'm lustful. It would cost me 817 gold to bribe you, which is not good. I am in such a bad position right now. Reigning in Roma, Rome. Let's send our court chaplain to go improve religious relations, and let's get our chancellor there as well. My spymaster hates me, so I need to change him. I cannot leave this guy in charge. If he hates me, he'll get me killed. Although I wouldn't mind dying, just not before I get my affairs in order. And let's do this in our capital, see if we can find any more plots. Got a lot of courtiers. And there we go. Pope Valentine has excommunicated King Jordan of England at the behest of King Blacair. So, I was just about to say, I'm in dire chance of getting excommunicated in the current state of affairs. So, we definitely are going to need to issue a declaration of repentance as soon as we have enough money for it. I mean, look at this opinion now. That's my court, but my vassals. Everyone hates me. Excommunicated minus 75. So if a war wasn't, I mean, it's going to happen. If it wasn't, at least we can do this. Hopefully this will please the Pope. So these are a bunch of holy wars. We get a bunch of piety. Let's do that one. What was my ambition again? Improve learning. Alright. Okay. So there's a new holding there. We'll just create a random vassal here and here. And now I might have to do something messy. For the sake of conversion, it's best to give land to unlanded titles, unlanded characters. For the sake of the realm and preserving our conquests, even though it will be messy, I'm going to now consider giving land to some of the dukes that don't like me in our new foreign conquests. So then they're going to have like land here and land over there, and land here and land over there. It's really messy. I don't like it. But it's better than having the realm implode. The more time I have to spend cleaning up the realm, the less time we're spending expanding. So I've got 2 titles to give away. I don't have to. We're actually below our limit right now. Let's hold on to them for just a moment. We got 3 more wars to wrap up. Let's check our levies. We need someone to go here. Let's go to there with those 2. This one's good. This war's complete. How about you guys go there? And that one looks like they're about to finish that war off for me too. Okay. Castle has finished construction. Excellent. Let's get that going right away. We've got all these problems, but I can't help upgrading things. We've got a ton of money now. Let's do the Declaration of Repentance. Oh shoot, I needed that money. Getting the wealthy ruler bonus. We got it, but then it went away. Should come back, I think. I'm a poor fighter. Issue the Charter of the Forest. What would that give me? Would that give me prestige, I wonder? Personal wealth. It's not very much personal wealth. I wonder if I can do... Let's do this. We'll do the Declaration of Repentance, which is all of a sudden much lower now. And at the same time, we'll do the Charter. That gives me kind. And I get Reformer. I gain a bunch of piety, which the Pope will like. And we get a bunch of modifiers on all of our stuff. Sounds good. Kind is a very good positive trait and should help to offset about half. Actually, about, what would that be? 40% of the penalty from being excommunicated. Excommunicated is minus 75. We get plus 30 for being kind. So we're working our way back up from negative. I've got a couple people who love me, like my brother, who I'd like to play as. Most of them still hate me, though. But now that the... oh god, even after that, his opinion of me is even lower now. Why am I cynical? This ruler isn't pious at all. Well, if I just get a tiny bit more piety, you'll consider me to be very pious. Alright, excommunication's lifted. That's good. Gained 1 learning. We're now at 5. If I can get 1 more. Okay, got another surrender. That was a big one. Let's have that army go there. That army can go there. Looks like I might not have to actually give out land after all and make it messy. Things are still in a bad position, but it's actually about to turn very quickly. Because you'll notice that we just got our excommunication lifted. So now the break point's about here. This many and below are positive or 0. We only have a few people who are negative, and most of them are not that negative. So even though the independence was up to almost 50% and still is at 50%, this will start to drop down. So I'm not going to actually worry about giving out land directly. And the other thing is that we've got so much piety. We're up to 812 piety now that we should get the erudite ruler. Ignorant will probably go away as I get my learning up. I just need another point. So yeah, I might even end up playing as this character. I'm not really sure yet. I still do want to abdicate if I can. Abdicate? Abdicate. Abdicate. Plus, by creating these new vassals, I am guaranteeing at least some support. These people will love me. Even if I have negative modifiers, this character is at 100 because I granted him a county. So, that's good. Helps to offset any other penalties. Got this court chaplain. And we'll give that one too now. Whatever. Okay, 2 more wars to wrap up this video. One with that guy. Looks like we need to put an army there. And an army there. And this one I think is going to wrap up on its own relatively quickly. We'll just send that army down there to engage him. As soon as this last one here falls, in fact, let's just assault it. That'll help out. And we'll go there. This army's on its way. This battle should resolve it, maybe. Nope, not quite. We'll combine these two then, and assault. Alright, my liege, it is most unfortunate that you happen to hold a title that we all agree should rightfully be mine. He wants the earldom of Teviotdale. This is my vassal, the Duke of Lothian. So this duke, who should, by all rights, have Teviotdale, is essentially plotted against me to take it. And I can say he's just greedy, and then he'll like me less, but that's about as far as he can go, or I can give it to him. Since I've spent a lot of the game upgrading it, I'm not going to give it to him. I don't have the diplomacy to diplomatically tell him no. But we can hire another retinue. Things look to be stabilizing relatively quickly. Another surrender. Thank you. This army now can head down to here. One way that you can play, if you feel like creating all these random courtiers, random vassals, is kind of gamey, is to put a self-imposed limitation on yourself. Say that you cannot use that feature, because it is kind of a weird feature. It's like, let's just randomly generate someone to, a random person is going to become a feudal lord, just out of nowhere. Like you're walking down the street, and actually, you know what? Before I give any of this land away, any more of this land away rather, I think one of these had level 3 legalism, Bashakirs. I might actually make that the capital of England. It's in the middle of nowhere compared to England, but it's got some fantastic cultural advances, and we would benefit from level 3 legalism and level 3 noble customs. Level 3 noble customs would give us +8 opinion with all of our feudal lords. Let's just do it. I'm going to do it. This is now our capital. This is the capital of England. So we're going to keep Bashakirs, but we'll get rid of some of these other ones. But anyway, I was saying that it's kind of weird to, let's get rid of that barony. Where is this barony? This castle. Here, you can have it. I don't want it anymore. And in fact, aren't you supposed to be under a duchy? Duchy of Vladimir, Duchy of Yaroslav. Don't have enough to create that duchy either. Annoying. Let's get rid of this one. Duchy, the thing of Corson. Anyway, I keep losing my train of thought. What I was trying to say is that you're basically just pulling somebody off the street. You're like, hey, you should become a feudal lord. When in reality, I think that's not really how it happened. You had families who were incredibly powerful, and it was all based on legal inheritance law. Like, somebody couldn't just be given a castle. Like, there's always going to be someone who has a claim to it and should be the rightful ruler. So, but I always play within the confines of the game, and I'm as aggressive as I possibly can be. So, there's that. Bulgar, 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 Bulgar. I'm going to keep those 4. They're all next to each other. And they're probably pretty well upgraded. They're not. Alright, fine. Even though I've upgraded Teviotdale, and I like Teviotdale, and this castle makes a lot of money, and those other ones have penalties, I'm not too worried about income anymore. Most of my income actually comes from my feudal lords, not from my domain right now. It's not as high as my father's. But this is my direct vassal. He should be... This guy's probably really upset with me. He wants control of Teviotdale, and he probably wants the... Nope, that guy is actually part of Lothian, not... That's weird. Why is it that you desire the earldom of Teviotdale, but you don't desire this count? Whatever, I want to make it clean. Here, you can have Teviot Dale, personally. Yeah, you can have Teviot Dale, personally. And what, do you now desire the other one? I don't get it. You should want that guy. Maybe, are you content or something? Yeah, he's content. Maybe that's the problem. Well, I'm going to do a transfer vassalage anyway. I'm going to give him the Earl of Lothian. Hopefully he'll get some power and he'll actually fabricate a claim on Scotland and expand to the north a little bit. Although, you know what? Never mind. I'm not going to do it. Well, no, I am. I want fewer vassals. I don't want to have to deal with so many people. I was thinking, I mean, he's already at 100 and there's no real benefit to doing it, but there is. I don't want this many vassals. So Lothian. I mean, we still have like 100 freaking vassals. It's a lot of people. Not having an empire to allow me to create kingdoms beneath me is really kind of annoying. Okay, fine. What if I do it this way? We'll sort by rank, and we're looking for the Earl of Fife or the Earl of Lothian. He's got, and it is Lothian, right? Oh, he's called Earl Domhnall of Fife. That's why. That's why I didn't see him. Okay, in this case then, we're looking for the Earl of Fife, you. There we go. Now he's got a fairly clean upper duchy, and hopefully he'll attack Alba. And I lost my spy master. It's fine, we'll make this guy that guy. And why not? For fun, let's go study technology. I don't care. And I said I'd wrap up all the wars, so I'm not going to end this episode until we do. Let's quickly do that. Made the Pope like me better. Cannot afford to assault these. Too expensive as far as men goes. We're at 92%. Must be because we've lost control in Chortitza. Chortitza. This guy. Is this it? That's it. Alright, that army go there. Hey, and we're also proccing a learning event. If I re-assault these... Yes, teach me learning. If I assault these back, we should be able to win that war. 2 learning. Excellent. So, ooh, we have a heathen capital. Oops. I guess there was a drawback to taking that. Let's end this war. In the next video, I'll have to take care of that. The fact that this culture is the wrong religion, we should probably get our guy trying to convert populace, and the wrong culture as well. But still, you know, it's okay. Let's get started on that fancy building. And actually, let's check, see if these ones still kept theirs. Yeah, the small engineer's workshop. You can keep it every time you move the capital. Interesting. But yeah, so we've got. I want to show you the benefits to that technology. So notice, let's find a feudal lord, like a duke. We should see in here somewhere +8. Noble customs +8. And that is from having level 3 of noble customs in our capital. We're also going to see the benefit to level 3 legalism, which is an increased domain limit. We get +1 domain for kings and emperors. I'm a king. And so we get basically +3 to our domain limit from being at legalism level 3. Legalism +3. We also have short years penalty -3 instead of just -2, which means that instead of having a penalty where it says, where does it say it? Looks like the short reign penalty is actually already dropped off. So that's good. Alright, well, we did wrap up all those wars. The realm has not yet imploded. We are looking decent again. Now I just need to murder my own sons and then abdicate the throne for the security of England and the future. So we're going to wrap this one up here. It's a little bit longer. Sorry about that. But I look forward to seeing you again in the next episode. Thanks so much for watching. See you soon.